The power of wind. First settler. More than 5,000 years ago, a person took cloth and attached it to the mast of a boat. The wind caught the sail. It pushed the ship forward, sailing across the water. For the first time, people had harnessed of power of wind. It was just a beginning. Today we use wind to power just about everything, from computers to cars. What is wind? The wind can be our friend. It cools us off on hot summer days and allows us to fly kites high in the sky. The wind can also cause great damage, downing power lines, trees, and even buildings. This moving air is mainly caused by differences in air pressure, which in turn are due to differences in temperature. Warm air rises and spreads out. This is known as low pressure. Cold air, on the other hand, sinks and compresses. This is known as high pressure. Air moves from areas of high pressure to areas of low pressure across the planet. Creates wind. The air in a balloon, for example, is under higher pressure than the air outside it. When you let air out of the balloon, the air rushes out into the area of low pressure. That means that's wind. Area of high and low pressure are always moving and changing as Earth spins and moves around the Sun. Usually, the greater the difference in pressure between the two areas, the faster the wind blows. Sailboats. Sailboats were the first important use of wind power. Early sailboats were simple ships with a single sail. Wind power only helped people travel in one direction, the direction the wind was blowing. In time, people learned to use sailboats to travel against the wind. The built ships with many sails that could travel long distances. People used sailboats for fishing, trading, exploration, and war. Sails powered the battleships of ancient Greece. They helped the Phoenicians travel and trade the Mediterranean. In the 1500s, explorers used massive ships with sails to travel the globe. People coming to Americas also used these types of ships. In time, engine replaced sail as the main way to power ships. Today, people still sail for fun. Windmill. Windmills allowed people to use the wind's incredible power on land as well. People from Persia, modern-day Iran, were probably the first to invent windmill over 1,000 years ago. Some still operational today. Windmill sails were first made from cloth and later from wood. They would catch the wind and begin to turn. This turning spun a shaft. The turning shaft moved a stone that ground grain into flour. Windmills spread across Asia and Europe, and later to Americas. In addition to grinding grain, they also powered pumps that drew water from the ground using wind Helped people settle dry areas of the American West. By the end of the 19th century, many of windmills were used around the world. Windmills powered cut wood and sawmill, and pump water for homes, animals, and crops. Electricity from wind. In the late 1880s, people came up with an even better way to use the wind's power: the wind turbine. The blades of the wind turbine catch as much wind as possible. As the blades turn, they power the electricity generator and make electricity. The ability to generate electricity makes the wind turbines even more useful than simple windmill. Instead of doing just one task, wind turbines can be used to power just about anything. Wind farms. Today, hundreds or thousands of wind turbines are built in groups. This wind farm can produce huge amounts of electricity. Most wind farms are on land, but some are built on water. Strong, steady winds at sea make it perfect place for turbines to generate electricity. Cleaner energy. More and more of the world's energy is from the wind power. Expert predicts by 2050, more than one-third of the world's electricity may be generated by wind. Why is the use of wind power growing? Wind is a renewable resource, meaning it is a natural resource that can produce energy endlessly without being used up. Wind power is also far cleaner than coal, gas, or oil. Problem with the wind power. Wind power provides clean electricity, but no energy resource is perfect. Living next to a giant wind farm isn't always fun. Wind turbines can be noisy because of their huge spinning blades. Because of the noise, wind farms are often built far away from where the electricity they generate is needed. In some cases, this can make the electricity more expensive. Some people think wind farms are ugly and ruin views. Others object because some think the blades can kill birds, although it is less likely if a blade is painted black. Wind power's future. Wind power makes needed energy and helps create a cleaner planet. The future holds even greater promise. Wind power inventions include everything from cars to streetlights, people and even buildings with turbines to harness hurricanes. In the future, these turbines may capture strong wind with strong produce by catch their wind. The turbines might even weaken a dangerous storm. That this could reduce it could reduce damage and save lives. Invention from wind power only limited by humans in imagination. Many years from now, people will keep thinking of new ways to use it.